We are back with Craig Button. And Craig, this season has not started out great for the Sens. Trade rumors and denials, a new goalie playing a lot like the old ones, and it's been 7 straight years missing the playoffs. So does any other team need a playoff berth more than Ottawa right now, Craig?
You could make a case that Buffalo, but let's just zero in on the Ottawa Senators. I'll get to Buffalo here in a second. The Ottawa Senators, under new ownership, Michael Landauer, new manager with Steve Staios, these two gentlemen have had great success prior to coming to the Ottawa Senators. So when they look at the scenario and they're looking at how to achieve success and how driven they are to create an environment of success, and where the Ottawa Senators are with this young group that has shown promise, I think it's absolutely the Ottawa Senators that really need to get moving in that direction, because there doesn't seem to be any rumors around Buffalo. And Buffalo's on a 13-year drought, and certainly the Ottawa Senators don't want to find themselves there. I think it's a different story for the Buffalo Sabres. But rumors are abound, and you don't want them, you don't want to have to be answering every rumor. How do you dispel them? Just go and play well. And the Ottawa Senators have shown really, really good signs of being a good team. And then they kind of slip back. It's like they, one step forward, one step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and on it goes. They got to take their really good, strong play and stretch it out over longer periods of time. They address the goaltender with Allmark. I think in recent games, he's shown that ability and that capability of being the goaltender that they need in the net. You're starting to see other players find their way. But you got to have everybody playing to the best of their abilities or close to the best of their abilities on a game-in, game-out basis. You can't say, well, we had a really good effort from this group and we need a little bit more from that group. That's why they keep sliding back. It's got to be a unified effort, and I think that that's the biggest challenge right now for Travis Green, is to get them all playing close to their capabilities so that the team can realize that sustained success.
Yeah, that's very true. And there's lots of teams that are kind of the same success or a little bit better. You've got the Rangers, Isles, Pens, and Blue Jackets. They're all ahead of the Senators and also outside of the playoffs. So, Craig, with all these teams in the way and some really good ones holding the playoff spots right now, is there a realistic path to the postseason for the Sens?
I would say yes, Sarah, because number one, we're only talking about a few points that they're behind. That's number one. Number two is all those teams you named have all had their own type of challenges. So it's not like they're a team that's like clearly much better than the Ottawa Senators. And the Ottawa Senators have shown that they can play with those teams, that they can be successful against those teams and carry that forth. So when I say it's realistic and something that they can achieve, I do, because you're not looking at teams that are, oh boy, geez, they have this and they have that and we don't have that. I think that Ottawa can match up with those teams and certainly beat those teams, and that's what it's going to require if they do want to break this playoff drought. But do I think they can? Absolutely, I think they can.
We've got to stretch out that greatness that they show us from time to time.
Yeah.
Well, as it stands, the Sens are plus 26 to make the playoffs on FanDuel. That ranks 9th in the Eastern Conference. And if we put that a little more simply, FanDuel doesn't think the Sens will make it for an 8th straight season.